This segment of Showcase is brought to you by PR Run and Walk. And if you've ever put sneakers on your feet, we have the place for you to go. This is an amazing experience that we are lucky enough to have right here in Richmond. Ray, tell us about your background and why you decided to start this.
Well, my wife and I were competitive runners back in the day. We, at one point, were training for the Olympic trials, and really, this was our passion. Mm-hmm. When we moved on from that stage of our life, we realized that we still wanted to be involved in the running community and helping people be better versions of themselves by being fit, and we decided to turn our passion into our business. And the place to do that was to help people get well-fitting shoes so that exercising wasn't a barrier to staying fit, and maybe help people enjoy it a bit better.
Yeah, I think we enjoy it a lot better when we have sneakers that fit. What is really fascinating about this place is that you've got the name Walk in the title. And I know personally, as someone that is not a great runner, I enjoy walking, but I'm not like an athlete by any stretch of the imagination. It can be really intimidating to come to a place that specializes in that and feeling like, well, I'm not good enough to be there. You guys have taken that intimidation factor away. Why is that important to you?
Well, uncomfortable feet can really set the tone for the day. And people, whether you are consider yourself a very accomplished athlete or a person that just spends time on their feet, really need a well-fitting pair of shoes. Mm-hmm. Most of the people that shop in our store absolutely don't consider themselves runners. They're people who stand for their job. They're people who do chores, walk the dog, play with their kids. But having a good pair of shoes so that you're comfortable can just allow you to be active. And being active is so important, long after that.
Yeah, and the part that I always struggle with too is that if I'm not wearing the right shoes, the recovery afterwards is terrible. And you guys have a great way to prevent that because of the way that you do the testing. You let me go through that process. Tell us how it is that you measure for that.
So our fitting process is really cool. Instead of having you just pick a color that you like or a brand you've heard of.
That's how I was doing it before.
we can really narrow it down so we get a shoe that's right for you. And what does that mean? We've got a foot scanner where we can scan your foot and of course get the length of your foot, length of your shoe that should be. That's important. But it also tells us some really cool metrics about your foot, the height of your arch, the width of your toe box, things of that nature, so we can really get the right shape of a shoe for you. Then we have you walk across a force pad that will show pressure points and how your foot goes through its gait cycle. And we've topped that off with a little trip on the treadmill where we can videotape your feet and see how they work. And we combine all that together, and instead of just throwing a dart against the wall, we can bring out shoes that are appropriate for you. And when that happens, you get a pair of shoes that you think is comfortable and we can confirm is biomechanically good for your foot. And that combination allows you to really enjoy your shoes.
It really is such a cool process. It's so futuristic. Tell us about some of the other things that you have here.
So we want to make the whole athletic experience and exercise experience a positive one. And if you're doing something longer, say the River City Half Marathon that's coming up on March 7th, you need to do different things than if you're just exercising around your neighborhood at home. So for example, for a longer event like a half marathon, you need to have a hydration plan. You might need to have different clothing so that you're comfortable while you're exercising. So we can help with all those questions and really make exercise a positive experience, whether you're walking the dog on a hot summer day or you're trying to do something like a half marathon.
I think this is great, and you have a huge selection. I keep looking at these ASICs over and over again at how cute these are, but so many different kinds, and again, you guys are going to be the experts to help us make sure that we are finding the right shoe. Tons of work you guys do in the community as well, which I really love about you. Where can people find more information about everything that's going on?
Well, of course, you can come to our website, prrunandwalk.com. But we've got a store here in Westchester Commons Shopping Center, and we're on all the social media platforms as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you for helping us. We appreciate it. And this segment of Showcase is brought to you by PR Run and Walk.